last week we tackled the huge project of building my dream studio. Yeah, we built it ourselves.
Fire in the hole!
That looks wrong.
Mate, there is no instructions.
Oh, this week I will take you through every little detail of how we transformed this plain vanilla cabin into a cosy, vintage-inspired haven.
Let me just put my little floral curtain away.
I literally went to a castle to pick that up.
Let me just break the whole thing up.
I'm going to show you what style I went with, the reason why we built such a space, and all the little quirks I've added to turn this tiny cabin into a blast from the past paradise. So grab a cuppa, because it's about to get delightfully old-fashioned in here. So before I give you the grand reveal, a bit of a background behind the cabin. So this took us about 10 days to build, even though the guy at the cabin company said that it takes his 2 guys 2 days. I think he's lying. But we're really new to this building malarkey, and this garden studio had to be built on a severely wonky garden. So I think we did pretty well.
Remember that time when we had to do some digging and you just went back to the bus and I did all the digging?
I might have got angry now and again. I apologise, Craig, don't bring it up. So this is how the cabin looked when we first started. It was a fabulously large space with a gorgeous smell, but it was lacking big time in character, charm and colour. For years, it's been a major dream of mine to create my own wig line. Ever since I had cancer and lost my hair due to chemotherapy, I've just had this major passion for wearing wigs. Over the years, I have experimented with every wig under the sun. Different colours, styles, constructions, caps, laces, the list is endless. So I've decided that this space will help me build a wig line of my own so I can create beautiful wigs and give people that suffer with hair loss some confidence back. Coming soon. I have some absolute winner pieces inside the studio, so let me show you where I got them. Cue shopping trip.
All right, today we're going shopping. Me and you. Not him. There's another Patience for it, see? And we're going second-hand charity shopping, which is my favourite ever. Oh, what a day for it. It's probably best we spend most of today indoors.
That was last week's buy.
2% battery? Well, that just will not do. Let me grab another one.
All right, 100% battery, because that's what we will be given today is 100%. So I want to find a sofa, but I don't want it to be smelly. Sorry, charity shops, like... But you know what I mean? Happy to Febreze. But obviously I can't hang it outside to air out because it's soaking. And it's supposed to be raining for the foreseeable. What I'm after is a floral granny cottage 2-seater, preferably sofa bed, so that when we have friends and family come to stay, they can stay in the garden studio. I also want to find some like antique, mid-century, modern / country furniture. So wish us luck. We don't need luck, we're gonna find it. We are going to find it today. Do you know what would make this drive a lot better? Christmas music. So making my way to Aberdeen, I was really hopeful that I'd find a sofa so ugly that someone would give it to me for free. First up, the Somebody Cares Megastore. That stand there, that would definitely work. Nice dark wood. Crutches, anyone? I do need a dressing table, and that mirror is beautiful, but I want somewhere where you can put your knees under when you sit and do your makeup. That is gorgeous. Jackpot. Alright, so we found an amazing selection. These are all like £2 and £3, really pretty. Well, maybe apart from this guy. But I feel like that's the reason I need to get him. It's because perhaps nobody else will, bless him. But yeah, I think I could do like a feature wall of like old school frames and pictures. I think that would look really wicked. I actually think that I'm doing something wrong. This has to be illegal. That, which I'm buzzing about, it's like my favourite thing I've ever found. Beautiful lampshade, 18 quid. And I didn't think there was any sofas here, but I've just seen this. So we're gonna have a look. Come on, come on. They're just not ugly enough. She probably would have been a contender, but it's just a 1-seater. It's not gonna work. There were some absolutely beautiful pieces in this shop. Unfortunately, I just don't have space for everything, especially not this amazing dark wood antique wardrobe, which I would absolutely love. While I was shopping to fill the garden room, I got a very important phone call from my dad, who's been having treatment for cancer for the past 6 months.
Hello.
Hi, Dad.
Hiya.
What's the news?
I am free.
Yeah, free!
I am all clear.
Dad, that's amazing! How you feeling?
Oh, good. What did they say? They're going to monitor me every 3 months. He said, if you don't come back in the first year, that's fantastic.
I was so happy. I started crying as soon as I put the phone down. Today's the day, my favourite day. Have been waiting for about 369 days for this. We're about to furnish. Oh, that! You'll have to wait and see.
So, no, this isn't a yard sale or a car boot sale over at the top of Scotland.
Everything you see here has to fit into the garden studio. I'm very excited. This is my favourite part of everything. I just hope that it all goes together, like all the different colours and things, because some of this stuff I bought a long time ago. All right, that might be a little bit out of date now. Starting with the dream sofa. Shoes off before you come in. Love it.
Buzzing, mate. Look wicked.
She's a vibe for sure.
It's like an old people song, huh?
That's just the start of it. Slightly different, but you can never really tell. Oh, these pieces are everything. They're so unique.
You're showing off, yeah.
I might be.
Perfect.
Without further delay, welcome to my new studio. Do you love it?
It's actually amazing, yeah.
Do you like it?
I mean, nobody would do it like this, and you've done it, and it's bloody brilliant, babes.
Thank you, Craig. That means a lot, honestly, because it is very eclectic. There's a lot going on. I understand, but that's a bit of me, you know? It's just my favourite space that I've ever owned. I feel like Christmas has come 1,000 times. Just being able to build it and see it come to life and then actually have a vision in my head for furnishing it. I've been buying things for like 2 months. I had no idea if anything was going to match, and it doesn't, which is fabulous.
No, well, it does, though. It doesn't, but it does.
Yeah. I wanted to paint the whole thing white because I looked on Pinterest and it really was the best way to make it look the biggest. I wanted organic colours throughout and a really dark wooden floor, which, by the way, I hand painted twice. And it came up exactly how I wanted. Buzzing.
She varnished it. She didn't paint it. It's not paint, by the way.
Potato, potato. I wanted it to be like a real cosy cottage feel with a little splash of romantic charm. I think that's what I've got. Nailed it. I kind of wanted it to feel like you're walking into your nan's house, you know, and you feel like all warm and cosy and welcome, and you can have a nice cup of tea on the old sofa.
Remember that kettle? Oh, you didn't buy it? You didn't like the kettle, did you?
I knew you were going to bring it up.
Boyo kettle, didn't like it.
It was my 16-year cancerversary the other day and Craig bought me a kettle.
Oh! Ooh!
It's lovely.
You don't like it, do you?
No, I love it. It's just not the right colour.
She didn't like it. It's going back. I'm grateful. Took me ages to find that kettle.
Craig, do you see aqua
Ages.
anywhere?
No, but it would have looked lovely.
Thank you for your thought.
Thanks for my tea. Not.
So this is probably my favourite section of the garden studio. I just love it. That's a bit of me. All of that. All of like the old worldy stuff, you know, the really vintage, gold framed pictures. So even though the studio is quite big, I made sure that I carefully chose like statement pieces to put in it. One for either side. And this is my favourite thing that I think I've ever owned. Love it or hate it, it is a bit Marmite, but it's literally my favourite. It took me forever to find a sofa. I'm not the type of girl who can just go into DFS and go, oh, that's a lovely sofa, we'll buy that one. No. So the first sofa that I saw that I absolutely loved, floral vintage design, I messaged the guy and he got back in Spanish. And I was like, Craig, can we get a sofa from Spain? And he said no. So this one is from a bit closer to home, Peterborough. I don't actually know where that is. It came by a courier on a van. It's from Etsy and I love it. It was probably my favourite piece of the whole place. Totally worth it. And no, it doesn't smell. That was the first question I asked her. I was like, 1, does it smell? And 2, is it faded? And she was like, no and no. And it doesn't, which is crazy. But it's supposed to be like a chaise longue, Craig. I haven't done this yet, but let's do it. Live on air. It's on wheels, which is the best part. Apparently, it's like a little hooky thing. Watch me just break the whole thing now. Look at that.
Class.
So if you want to come for a sleepover, you can use the chaise longue. It's a winner. It's actually really comfortable. So when you're in the doghouse, you can come out here.
I will. I'll put the heating on as well. And I'll bring my aqua kettle.
Oh, will you now? Will you now?
I got a question for you. Tell me you're never going to light these candles because they're definitely a fire hazard.
I just didn't have a lighter, or I would have.
I don't think you should ever light them.
No, maybe I shouldn't. I'm worried about leaving the heaters on, never mind setting a live flame in here.
Setting a live flame. Have you gone back to the mid-century, have you?
We'd like to thank this week's sponsor, Surfshark.
Ever feel like someone's watching you online? Spoiler alert, they probably are. Enter Surfshark VPN, the hero of this story. Imagine it's like knickers for your internet. Without Surfshark, you're practically prancing around the web starkers, with all those trackers, hackers and advertisers ogling your privates. Not exactly the vibe, right? With Surfshark, you can surf the web in your own private bubble, safely. Fancy watching shows only available across the pond? Sorted. Want to get the first and best prices by traveling to a different country? Just like that. And the best bit? You can use it on every device in your house. Laptop, phone, tablet, fridge, your mum's kettle. No, that's not right. Oh, and Surfshark doesn't just stop at a VPN. You'll get data breach alerts, so you know if someone's been up to no good with your details. Plus a proper beefy antivirus to fend off digital nasties. Like a loyal guard dog, but without the dog.
But I like dogs though.
That's not the point, Aim. If you're thinking, what if it's not for me? Then no worries. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can try it out risk-free. And they've even got customer support around the clock if you get stuck, which you won't unless you're 140 and you've never used the internet before. Don't show your privates on the internet. Protect yourself online with Surfshark. Go to surfshark.com/RYOW for 4 extra months of Surfshark at an unbeatable price.
Anyway, bargain. So I always try and do my bit for the planet and buy second-hand or from charity shops or Facebook Marketplace. What's one man's trash is another man's treasure.
What's that for?
Cup of tea. I don't want to get like a biscuit tin. Like, you know, everyone gets biscuits
biscuit tin.
when they go to their nan's house. It's like the best part. So yeah, everyone's going to be like, oh, I'm going to go to Amy's house because she's got those biscuits. She's got a proper tin. I always knew I wanted a standard lamp in here. Had no idea it was called a standard lamp until I said to my mum, yeah, it's like an adult size lamp. She's like, yeah, standard lamp. And I'm like, right. 18 quid for the whole thing. You're just giving it away. Basically free from a charity shop. Most things in here are second-hand, which I absolutely love. Whenever I go to charity shops and then I go to a normal shop, I don't want to pay the prices. So that's the only problem. I did have to fight a lady for this lamp though. Just as I was at the till then, a lady came over, she was like, oh, that's a lovely lamp. How much is that? She was looking at it and she was like, is it sold to the cashier? And I was like, yeah. Back off, lady, it's mine. So when you buy one of these cabins, you can basically customise it to how you want. So I've decided on the 2 big windows at the front, a set of double doors, which are the cutest things ever, and just one side window, because I wanted a bit of privacy and I also knew I wanted the crazy photo wall. But I think it really does give enough light in here. Today's quite a miserable day, but when the sun's shining, that light, the light beams that come through, just make this place look incredible. I'll just move my lavender photo. Craig put this up earlier, but we understand that it has to go outside. It's a see-through glass bird feeder. So when I put that on the outside then, if birds come, I'll be able to watch them. Am I getting old, Craig? That's going to be so good in the summer. And just the views outside. We put the build here, mainly because there really wasn't room anywhere else. But I'm absolutely buzzing with it because I've just got the best view. It's gorgeous all year round. Blooming in the summer, oranges, crispy leaves in the autumn, and we'll get some snow come the winter time. Can't wait for it. I can't wait for it all. You wait to see this place all decorated come Christmas time. And these beautiful double doors that open super wide. It's going to be amazing for summer.
And in the snow, I mean, you could have the fires ripping and the doors open.
So I decided not to put a log fire in here because apparently the wood around that area can swell. And I think the guy said like it makes the walls like uneven and it's not very good for heat distribution. I didn't really want one anyway. This is much cozy.
I mean, where would you have put it though, to be fair?
Yeah, good point. There is actually no wall space anywhere. And I went for delicate floral curtains for a touch of romance. So I don't actually have proper electricity in here yet. Like it hasn't been plugged in properly. We've just got an extension cable running into the house for now with a bunch of extension leads, and connected to them is the heaters. So I decided to go for 2 heaters and I think it's perfect. Even though this cabin is 70 mil thick, which essentially is a winter cabin, I feel the cold. So I wanted to put 2 in and then I could have them on as and when and how high, and depending on what pyjamas I got on, what slippers I got on and things like that. So it's going to be super cozy in here. So to be specific, we will be putting in a new electricity supply with a consumer unit, I'm told. Which means that eventually this will be working. Ta-da! I mean, you can't have a bougie room without a chandelier. A touch of class. Facebook Marketplace. I literally went to a castle to pick that up. When I arrived at the lady's building, castle, it had electric gates and I literally thought I was in the wrong place. So she's come from royalty, so I hope she fits in well and I feel like I can give her a new shot at life. Alright, so I'll take you over to this section of the studio. I wanted a massive mirror because I want to get back on my Instagram. I want to start doing more things fashion, lifestyle, garden studio-esque. So I thought a big mirror would help me out big time with that. So make sure you follow along for all of that goodness.
Who's your mate?
Did you name him?
Yeah, Cedric.
This is Cedric. I just saw him and I thought he was class. So he's a little stalk and I just think he brings life to this space, you know? I will never feel alone while Cedric is here with me. So cute. I think he's for kids, but whatever. Let me tell you about this desk. These bad boys are on Facebook Marketplace for £180. How much did your girl get it for? 25 quid. This is another one of like those statement pieces that I knew I wanted. I wanted it to match the floor and it does. 98%, which is fine by me.
It's a pretty good match though, to be fair.
It is. And it's got the beautiful like greens throughout it. Again, second hand, upcycling, love it. So I'm going to use this as kind of like my makeup area. I've got another big vanity mirror, again, Facebook Marketplace, 15 quid, but I did have to go halfway around the country to pick this one up. So what I spent in diesel probably just crosses that off the global warming scale.
What a sentence.
Fabulous sentence. Loads of drawers so I'm able to put my makeup on either side. Another fantastic £10 steal from the charity shop. Does have bird on it, but I will wipe that off as soon as I get a minute. Right, I know what half of the nation that are watching are thinking, what are those? But honestly, like, I love it. I love this detail. I know it's a bit much, but I was going to get the matching wallpaper, so you're lucky I've just got the curtains, but I think they're class. They are out there. Etsy, smell beautiful. A real vintage piece, just to make this area pop a little bit more. And this is where I will be creating a multi-million-pound wig company. I did have a pen, but lost it.
Good start.
I'll get a pen to start that.
What do you need a pen for? You're going to send some letters, you?
Ideas, bro. Just take a moment for the rug, please. I couldn't for the life of me find a rug that actually matched the aesthetics. Matched, she says. You know, it matches in its own way, okay? I thought the blue would look really classy against the dark wood. So I was going to use some of the flooring that we pulled up from the cottage. But after staining this and painting it, we didn't really need to waste time on putting another floor on top. And I'm super happy with how it turned out. Is this mouse proof?
Yes.
What? How do you know?
Because it's completely airtight and there's no holes in it.
Okay. Because I saw a mouse yesterday when I was chucking wood out and I thought, don't you dare even think about coming to live with me. Just behind this magical curtain, which I kept white because I know everything else is a bit mad. So this is the sense of calm in the room. Behind these gorgeous curtains is a built-in wardrobe. I've ended up taking all of my clothes out of the wardrobe that we made in the old barn that we've got. And believe it or not, my Craig has built me custom-made built-in wardrobes.
Oh! That is pretty epic, isn't it?
Isn't it though? For a guy that's never really built anything apart from a table in DT in school.
Well, I built a log cabin before that.
And a log cabin. But look at that, like it's everything I wanted. I literally said like, I want wardrobes to go along the back wall. I want them to be big enough to house everything I own. And believe it or not, this isn't everything I own. This is just maybe like 60%. But how good are they?
Go on, Craig, tell him.
Guys, so
tell him.
I'm the carpenter behind this beautiful piece. No, it's been really fun because I think Amy comes to me with these ideas. She's like, this is what I want. And I never realised like how much of a problem solver and like, I literally be up at night like thinking about how to do the cupboards and drawing it out and stuff. And I think it came out great. Like we had to reinforce quite a lot of it because I knew Amy was going to have a lot of clothes. But it's not quite finished. I said to Amy, we need to paint it because obviously you could just see this ugly wood, but Amy thinks it's cool. LED strips to light up all the clothes, 3 full-length bars. So there's one on the top, one on this one on the bottom, and then we did a half bar here so that Amy could have like a drop here for dresses and stuff. So it only goes to there.
Ideal, Craig.
And we've put like little supports halfway on these bars so they don't collapse. Storage at the top, finished with a bit of MDF, do you know what I mean? This stood the test of Amy's clothes, which is pretty promising. The only thing I keep saying to Amy is we need to take these curtains up because they're just dragging on the floor, they're a bit too long. But other than that,
Jobs are good.
jobs are good and love.
So I'm pretty sure that this little piece here is for shoes, but I've just put all my headbands in it and some socks and some hats on this side.
Oh, nice bag. Where'd you get that bag from?
Oh, well, this bag? Oh, you can get that on our shop. Just go to kingandit.com. This isn't all my wigs, but this is like maybe like a third of the collection. Yeah, Mum. So these are all my children.
Oh my god, I didn't realise how many you had.
Most of them have names. I would love to try some on for you, but it's actually really warm in here right now and I'm sweating out a little bit, so I'll leave it to your imagination. So essentially, this is what I would love to create myself, just with my own style. These are really cool. They're like little cap hooks. That is about 1/100th of what I own in caps, so I might need to get a few more of them.
Oh, that's a nice cap. Where'd you get that?
Oh, that one there, you can get that at our shop. Go to kingandit.com.
That's a lovely hat, that. I'd buy that.
It is really cool. And we've got this little cutie pie who is a fantastic wig stand. You're getting ready to go out, you do your hair, not that you have to do it, you just brush your hair through and you pop it on her, do your makeup, come and get it. Pop it on. You look gorgeous, love. You look $1 million. All right, well, don't look at that bit. All of those flowers are going to be like draped outside whenever it's done. Actually, let me take you outside because I've got a few questions to ask. So as you can see, I've already started buying things for the outside. Excited much? I've got a pair of glow-in-the-dark mushrooms and 2 vintage solar lights that Craig plugged in.
I didn't plug them in.
He didn't plug them in. They're solar.
Have a day off.
But eventually, I want this whole thing to be amazing. I want to plant like beautiful wildflowers the whole way around, just scatter them everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And then I want to have a little cute pathway from the house to the studio, because this does get a bit muddy in the winter. You know, with like cute little fairy lights, maybe some more mushroom lights. Super cute. Craig's just also mentioned upgrading this little guy to maybe like a double seat that you can just swing and watch the day go by and read a book. That'll be lush. Also, just to add a touch more cuteness onto it, these have got to be put on. But I thought it would be easier to paint them and then put them on. It makes it look so cozy, like a proper little Hansel and Gretel cottage now. Absolutely love rocking chairs on the veranda.
You're trying to retire us already, are you?
I would love to. I mean, the scenes are just epic. It would just be gorgeous to have a cup of tea and a book. It could even be raining, but we're covered. Oh! So cozy. Tell them about your stairs.
Oh, let me show them the stairs.
Tell them. I would be careful with those.
These are rock solid, I'll have you know. The log cabin was a mission to build. It was all cut to size, but none of this was cut to size. I literally had to go on YouTube and figure out how to build a set of stairs with stringers. So I had 3 templates, 3 stringers to try and get this level, because not only is it wonking this way, it was wonking this way. So it was completely uneven ground, but somehow these are completely level stairs and they're rock solid.
You did such a good job, Craig.
I'm actually buzzing with them, and I faced them all with like boards, so it's all covered, so it just all ties in so nicely.
They look really professional. You've done an amazing job.
I'm so proud, honestly. It was so fun trying to figure it out. And have a look at this.
Oh,
Oh, don't look at that, don't look at that. I'm only joking. Look at that.
Hey!
Completely level stairs.
Congratulations, Craig. I'm very proud of you and I'm very, very happy and grateful for you.
I think it's just such a cool spot to just sit and watch the world go by because the view's so nice. Yeah, I always used to love watching the old movies when they're like set in New York and they'd sit on the stoop. You know what I mean? They just sit on the stairs and hang out. I do that quite a lot now. Sit on the stairs that I built. It's quite satisfying. We've also covered the gap that was there. We want a little bit of airflow underneath the cabin so it doesn't go all minging. But Trev's got some plans for the outside. We need to treat this. We've bought this extremely expensive timber like treatment stuff. It's like a varnish, but it protects the wood for years and years. But you put the varnish on and then you can paint it whatever colour you want.
Which brings me on nicely to the question that I've got for you all. What colour do I paint it? I literally cannot for the life of me think about what colour I want it. Craig wants it really to like blend in with the background and I don't. I don't really mind what colour it is. I've got some ideas, but I don't want it to be like plain or anything. I want it to be quite quirky and nice and kind of match the inside as well. So if you've got any cool ideas, leave them in the comments below. Plus, it also needs a name. So if you can think of a cool name, then let me know.